So we are going to start with a seminar, YouTube for YouTube optimization. As I told you before, the main goal behind the seminar is that SEO we have achieved number one positions through organic, and in local maps also we have achieved top position as well. So now my job is to tell you people how we can rank the videos on top, and a definition for POD, that is page number one domination. Like number one position for organic, number one sorry for PPC, then after that you have a organic position, then a local position, and then a video coming after it. So you are dominating the first page with your brand. So once we start with the things, why should we going for the YouTube optimization? So if somebody can read this for me, anybody? Or,
1 minute video is equivalent to 1.8 million written words. Dr. McQuavy, VP of Forrester's Research.
So can you get the meaning of the line? Like, so this tells how much important it is, like when you compare an article, posting an article and posting a video. A 1 minute video is equal to 1.8 million written words. So you can make out how important the video is. Okay. Now if somebody can read this for me, because
Interesting facts. It was founded by Chad Hurley, Steve Chen, and Javed Karim in February 2005, and later bought by Google in 2006 for $1.65 million.
so did you know that YouTube was created by somebody else, or it was pre-owned by Google only? How many of people you know that YouTube was created by somebody else? You knew about it. Okay, so you know that who created, because when we are going to optimize on YouTube, so we need to know who created YouTube and when it was created is the basic thing. So these three people created YouTube, and it was created in 2005, and it was bought by Google in 2006 for $1.65 million. Okay, now why you should be optimizing on YouTube? It is earned by Google, as mentioned in my previous slide. It is the second world largest search engine with searches more than the combined searches of Bing, Yahoo, AOL, and Ask. So you know the importance of advertising on YouTube. Then 78% traffic is outside US. That means 22% of traffic is in US that is coming to YouTube. With top 5 countries as US, Japan, Germany, India, and UK. So if you are having a campaign in US, Japan, Germany, India, so I believe you can go for YouTube. That gives the logic, and you can tell your client why should they be optimizing on YouTube. Then the latest age graph that we have got is 18 to 34 age group is the 35% of people are from this age group. Then 35 to 49 years of people are 23%. Then 50 plus and less than 18, 19% and 22% respectively. So you can have a brief idea which audience is there, from which countries they are coming from, and you can describe your campaign according to that particular thing. Then we come to billions views per day, which are going to double in few years. The stats have been taken from Cisco, Media Post, and all the other websites mentioned below, and but it is of 2013. So it might already have been doubled, like 4 billion views per day. So you can see how many people are coming to YouTube, which age group is coming, from which location is coming. So which is the benefit of using YouTube for optimization. YouTube viewers are approximately 44% female and 56 male approximately. It might have changed after like couple of years. Like I have been seeing like women, the housewives are getting towards YouTube now. They are more towards having those gadgets with them, phone and everything. So they are reading it, they're going through recipes, they are going through articles as well through YouTube. So this graph might have changed now. So you know that people are glued to YouTube so much, and this is a part why should we be optimizing on YouTube. Now the YouTube strategy. Now let's get to the point. Like all the boring things have gone out. What is YouTube, and you have got an idea what it is all about. So now we have to see that why we should be strategizing and how should we be strategizing on YouTube. Videos should be of 35 to 45 seconds. That is considered to be the best optimum length. Now whenever you go and you are seeing a video, you will see 15 seconds, 20 seconds or 30 seconds. If your video is good, then people will be seeing that. Now this average length duration is of 2 minutes for an average YouTube user watching one video. So these are the stats. Might be if you are thinking of watching a movie, then it will be of 2 hours. Fine. But if you want to give your message, it has to be given, a good message have to be given in 35 to 45 seconds, because after that person will go. So this is an optimum length. You can go 2 minutes as well if your video is good. Actually, we are already creating for IT. We have done for iPixel as well for our project. So minimum video we are trying to reduce it to 1 minute or 2 minutes. Then comes the pattern and voice recognition. Now this is the most important thing that the latest technology of YouTube has advanced to. When I come to pattern recognition, how Google matches your images and auto tags on Google Plus, or you can take an example of Facebook as well. Whenever you upload an image of a group of people, then you see that the auto tag feature of Facebook comes up. So they recognizes the people who are there on your picture. So Google knows which kind of images are there in your video. The technology has advanced to this level that the people that are there in your video can be recognized by Google as well. Which kind of people you are there. So if you think that you are having a campaign of some project, and if you are having that particular pictures or particular person inscribed in your video somewhere, so that is going to help you in optimization as well. Then comes the voice recognition. Now, as I told you that they matches the images within your video as well. So the technology has advanced to that level that they can match your voice as well. Now, example is simple. When you upload a video on YouTube and you give a voiceover to it, and you try to give it a voiceover of an artist, it will say that the copyright is available to somebody else. So it knows the voice of the person whom you are trying to inject in your video. Maybe it's a popularity, maybe Google is advancing to that level, but in the coming few years, it will go to that level that it is recognizing the video, it is recognizing the images, it is recognizing the voices well. So the point is that it is important to make sure your images or the video are geolocated and the voiceover contains important keywords. Then because Google is recognizing your voice, so it knows that what keywords you are talking about in your video. And the images, they should be optimized as well, like you use alt tags, so that particular images should be there in your videos as well. Any questions till now? Then we come on to the YouTube channel setup. Fine. Now, channel URL, if you are having a brand, plus location is required. If you are like, if I'm talking about KFC, now KFC, if you have a brand channel, then it will be just a KFC. But when you talk about KFC in Panchkula, then the channel name should be geolocated to KFC Panchkula. So it is very important that what the URL, channel URL is. If you are a geolocated business, you should be utilizing the location within your URL. The second thing, that is the channel art, a logo and cover image, that is must. We are also thinking of, we are also working and researching on new thing, that is a gadget that can be integrated within the YouTube channel, that can, like we do in Facebook, we need to have that, we have a full page that describes the microsite of a website. So that is kind of thing that we are doing research, how to integrate a gadget into YouTube. So, but there are some controversies going on that they will be closing down that thing in 2015. So, as soon as we have some more information, I will be sharing that with you as well. Okay. Then comes the channel description. You know what is meta description in SEO. It is just like that. You should be utilizing keywords, but not stuffing. They should be proper content. Should be giving proper value to your visitors. Right. Then comes the intro video, a trailer video for your channel, what your channel describes. Like when I have a KVR web tech channel, so it will be describing the moral values of KVR. It will be telling about that we are a digital marketing agency, our company culture. It will be combined of everything. The trailer will tell you that what other channels are there. Like if I am having a playlist of Mandli, the CSR initiative that we have, then we have a playlist of social media, then we have a playlist of SEO. So our main trailer video will have engulf all those playlists within it. So the person should give an idea what they will come to see when they are on the channel of KVR WebTech. Any questions? Then come the YouTube video setup. Now channel setup, it is clear to you. Now how do we set up the YouTube video? The first thing is the root video file name. Now whenever we see that we create a video, it is of MOV file, so we need to optimize that. You know that you have an image, you change the URL to keyword optimized URL. So like that, you should be optimizing your URL of video as well. The file name that you are uploading should be optimized with the keyword. Second is the title. Should contain keywords not over optimized. Optimum length is 65 characters, allowed length is 85 characters. The optimum length, that it might not be truncated. 85 length, we say that it might get truncated. So the optimum length that you would think that of optimizing is 65 characters, just like in SEO title tag that we use on the website. Fine with this? Then comes the description. Now this is the most important part, and how you can utilize this to best possible extent. Now use website URL and phone number on the top. Whenever you see the description, there is a button called more or read less. So only the 4 lines on the top is visible when the video is there. So you have to utilize that 4 lines in a proper way. So the first thing that you will do is that you will have that your website URL and phone number, that are 2 best call to action of your video. Now you have to have the HTTP with your website URL, otherwise it will not be hyperlinked. Fine. Then after that, you can have your other part of the description that can come up under the view more button. Little bit of the phone number, then there will be the URL of the website. Then under that, a little bit of description of around 200 or 300 characters. Then after that, you can have the rest of the description. Fine. Now another important part is that use of tiny URLs. Now you have 800 words there, so you need to be very much specific of what kind of URLs you are using. If you are thinking of giving a big URL, then it is not going to work. It is going to take more characters of your description. So it is very important that you use tiny URLs within your descriptions to get more advantage of your description length. Fine. Another thing is use high authority external links. You are already doing this within your article. Giving link backs to high authority websites like Wikipedia, within your description. Giving link backs to high authority websites like government websites, if you think that your video is relevant to some kind of government websites or some educational websites or some high authority charities or something like that, that somewhere relate to your video. So you definitely should be giving those external links within your references and within your video, because Google recognizes that this video is giving some high authority external references, so that means it has some good content. Fine. Use tiny URLs. Keyword consistency, you already know how to use that. Should be maintained according to title and the video. The content that you have in your video, it should reflect to that. Clear with the description part? Then the meta tags and the keywords. Again, it is you were utilizing that earlier within your keyword tags within your website. After that, it got spammed, and I believe that now we are not utilizing that because now it is not helpful. But it is helpful in the YouTube optimization. Meta tag keywords will go like same as it goes in the it used to go with the website. You can have 8 to 10 keywords describing your video. It can be singular, it can be a phrasal as well. Right? Then comes the advanced settings. Then there is the category. You know what is the category. You have to select the best category for your video. Then the location. Again, geolocate your video to the best possible extent. Then comes the subtitle, closed captioning. Now this is a very important part. You can add the transcript to your video. Means that in images we use alt tags. So what we can do in video, we can use transcript. Fine. You got an idea what transcript is all about? It is like text behind your video, subtitles behind your video. So you know the content, Google caches that, Google crawls that. So if we have the transcript at the back end of the video, then it is going to give you advantage in the form of content, and it is going to rank your video for that particular keyword. And how you can do that is, you can go to the add transcript, type directly, or upload the document there, or you can just type there and you can save the transcript. And the YouTube technology is so much advanced that if you have that content like in the first paragraph, second paragraph, third paragraph, something like that line, it will automatically align with the thing you are speaking in your video. Fine. Then comes the annotations. I believe Sakshi has been doing this, that we can put some features on our video clips, like when the video is going that we need to, you can follow us, you can subscribe to our channel, we can add those things and a link to within our video. So how we can add that into for another squeal of video? If we have another squeal to our video, we can add the part 2, you can view the part 2 under the video that it can come at, you can view the part 2 and you can click to go to the part 2 of the video. Then you can see the playlist click. If you want to people to see another playlist, you can add that playlist click as well. Then the website click, the social profile clicks within your video, the call to action in terms of subscribe to channel or share, like or comment on the video. Then we come to the annotation part. It is clear. Okay, then have a good thumbnail for the video. You already know that if you are having a video, you need to have a good thumbnail for that particular video, which should be unique. Fine. Clear? Then we go to the YouTube engagements. Now this is a big part. It depends upon client, depends upon project to project how you are going to advance with the things. But we are done with the 30 to 35% of the part with the on-page optimization type of thing. But what will depend again is the engagement that you have with your audience. You can either run a campaign, you can either go through the groups to target those people, but these 6 things will help you to promote your video. One is the positive comments on your video. Second is the playlist ads, how much people are adding your playlist. Third is the thumbs up to your video. Fourth is the favorites, how many people have done the favorites to it. Fifth is the video responses that you have got, that means the code that is embedded of your video on their website. Then the subscribers you have to your video. Then you have the sharers and the viewers. Fine. Now the link building in YouTube. I believe you already know how it is done. I will just give you an overview of the same other video search engines. So the same video with little bit alterations we need to post on these channels. You can select 2 or 3 or 4 channels, because I know that it is very difficult to maintain 5 to 6 channels. So in start you can just have a parallel channel to YouTube, 2 or 3 channels where you're posting those videos with a different kind of editions. Right? Vimeo is there, Meta Cafe, Widler, Dailymotion, Break, River, TrueView, Vine, Howcast are there, some of the channels. Then there is additional social media channels that you can also add your video to: Flickr, Pinterest, Photobucket, Facebook, etc. Right? Additionally, the video should be unique. Change the intros and the outros. Means the intros where you are giving the introduction part, the outros where you are ending the video. You can edit the video according to that. Then keep uploading contents in terms of video. If your channel is boring, if you are not uploading content, then it is going to be boring. So it is no means that we are having a content, only one video is there, so nobody will come. So keep uploading the content and keep it fresh. Third thing is use different thumbnails. Okay. Fourth, optimize video uniquely, different descriptions, transcript and title. Fine. What type of videos? Now this is the question that comes in our mind. What should we be doing? What type of videos we should be creating? Whenever we think of creating a video for the project, the mind says, what type of video I should be creating for my project? I don't have any ideas. So you can create stories, you can enhance your creativity level to that particular thing as well. But there are some examples that you can do as well. One is the client testimonials, the product reviews, features and professional reviews. Features, that is the product features. Professional reviews about the product. Then comes the comparison videos, your comparison videos with other products or something like that. Then how-to videos, value packages and offers that your product is offering. Message from director. Department introduction videos, like if we have in KVR WebTech, we have different departments. Director is coming in there giving their intros, then there is a social media department that is giving their interviews, or something like that. We have in SEO that people are coming and giving their introductions. Then come the community involvement videos, any event, charity or holidays that we have gone through, we can integrate that. Like we have in our KVR, we have the channel called Being a KVRian. So that is something depicts like what kind of culture we are having in our company. This is an example of an optimized video. I will just give you a small example how person has optimized the thing. This is a campaign done by Honda. What they have done is when you search the car Toyota Corolla, fine. Now this is a Toyota car that people are searching for, right? Now what comes on top is a Honda video, and what is happening is Honda is compared with Toyota Corolla, and what they are showcasing is, and this comes on the top. Somebody searching for Toyota car, and they are getting the video of Honda, and Honda is comparing it with that car, and it is saying that my car is the best. So this is a strategy utilized by Honda, how they are comparing and outranking their competitors just by creating a small video. Then we have, like in our company, we have already been doing this. We have been doing this from the last 4 years, but unfortunately the things have gone, the videos have been deleted by the clients and they are not ranking now. So recently we have started again the video optimization. IT Support Singapore, we already have in the video tech on the second position in just 15 days of time frame. So you see the time frame and just little bit of optimization, and it went to second position. And our main job that we are thinking of is that to get likes, shares and thumbs, and that we are optimizing that thing with that as well, so that we can get that rank in the organic positions as well. Then there is thank you, and